than me.
You keep talking.
I love it. Brad Plum.
Bring it on. In my way of thinking, there is no harder job in Toastmasters than evaluator. Now, you might work on a speech and practice it for days, weeks ahead of time, but the evaluator has to give that same speech with an opening and a body and a close. Not only are they graded on their presentation, but more important than that, their challenge is to give constructive criticism in an even-handed manner that is going to help the speaker. Oh, and they don't have any advance notice. They have to do this after the speaker speaks, so maybe they have 10 or 15 minutes. Now, if there was a way that you could work on that evaluation in advance of the meeting, you'd want to hear about it, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, there is. One of the beauties of TGIF over a lot of other clubs, as a matter of fact, any other club, is that we have several tools at our disposal that other clubs do not. One of those is the videos. Some months ago, I was evaluating Lisa Thresher. And Lisa doesn't know this, and it doesn't really matter, but I stalked her on those videos, and I watched 3 of her former speeches. And I looked at what Lisa was doing, and I said, how would I evaluate Lisa if I was her evaluator? Then I looked at the evaluations that were given for those 3 speeches. This gives me great insight well ahead of the day of the speech, well ahead of the day that I have to give the evaluation. And I can't say that necessarily my evaluation was better, but I have to say that I was able to put a lot of it together ahead of time. I would use that opportunity. This is a tool that we have that I don't know any other club that videotapes and keeps them permanently on file. So what happens if you're giving the evaluation for someone that's giving their icebreaker? Well, there are a lot of terrific evaluators in the club, and I highly recommend that you consider looking at other random evaluations. Greg Bustamante is excellent and doesn't use any notes. Kim is also terrific. Who else? There are several that I would highly recommend that you can choose from. Any of the older, more seasoned Toastmasters members who have done a lot of evaluations know what to look for, and you'll see a pattern in their evaluations. Evaluations are definitely, in my way of thinking, the hardest position in Toastmasters, but it doesn't have to be an impromptu presentation.
Thank you, Brad.